Let's be honest, who hasn't dreamed about it? You see that jackpot climbing into the hundreds of millions, and you just can't help but think, what if? It's the ultimate fantasy, right? A single ticket completely changing your life. But for pretty much all of us, it just stays a fantasy. We buy a ticket, cross our fingers, and that's about it. But what if there was a way to get an edge?
So let's dive right into that idea. Our guide for this is a 2006 book that basically translates to How to Win a Million, and it promises systems for playing number lotteries. Now, this isn't about lucky numbers or astrology or anything like that. Now, this book claims to have a real mathematical approach to a game of pure random chance.
And that's the big question, isn't it? Can you really apply logic and math to something as fundamentally random as a lottery draw? Well, that's what we're here to figure out. We're going to break down the claims, we're going to look at the math, and we're going to see if there's really a secret hiding in there.
So here's how we're going to do it. First, we'll tackle the million-dollar question. Then we'll get into the anatomy of chance and figure out how to count the combinations. After that, we'll introduce these lottery systems before we ask the big final question. So, can you win?
Okay, so let's be super clear from the get-go. This book isn't selling a magic wand. It's all about applying a specific field of mathematics to create a game plan. It's not trying to predict the future.
Now, before we can even think about trying to beat the odds, we have to understand what we're up against. And that means we need to talk about the one fundamental force that governs every single lottery draw in the world, and that is probability. The entire game is built on it.
At its core, probability is actually a pretty simple idea. It's just a way of measuring how likely something is to happen. If something's totally impossible, its probability is 0. If it's a sure thing, it's 1. And as the book explained, the classic example is a coin toss. The probability of getting heads is 0.5. It's going to happen about half the time. Simple enough, right? Well, it gets complicated really, really fast. To get from a simple coin toss to the totally mind-boggling odds of a lottery, we need a much more specific tool. And it comes from a field of math called combinatorics, which is really just a fancy way of saying the science of counting possibilities.
So what are we actually trying to guess? This is the crucial part. In most lotteries, the order the numbers are drawn in doesn't matter one bit. If you picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you win whether they come out in that order or 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That unique group of numbers is called a combination, and your job is to guess that one single exact combination.
So how do we count all of them? Okay, this is where the math gets real. For a typical 6 out of 49 lottery, you're choosing 6 numbers, that's our K, from a big pool of 49 numbers, that's our N. The book gives us the formula to calculate this, CNK, which tells us the total number of unique tickets you could possibly play. So, let's see what that formula spits out.
And there it is. That number pretty much says it all. This is the mountain we have to climb. In a 649 lottery, there are almost 14 million unique combinations. Your odds of winning the jackpot with one ticket are 1 in 13,983,816. Yeah, when you stare at that number, you can see why people are looking for a system.
Okay, so we've established the odds are astronomical. So now we get to the core idea of the book, the proposed solution. They're called combinatorial systems, or you might hear them called wheeling systems. This is the secret it's all been building towards.
The key word here is organize. This isn't about predicting the winning numbers. It's about taking a larger group of numbers you think are good and then strategically arranging them across a whole bunch of tickets. The goal? To guarantee that if you're even just partially right, you're guaranteed to win something.
Here's how it works, in 3 simple steps. First, you don't pick just 6 numbers. You pick a bigger pool, like 10 or 12 numbers that you have a good feeling about. Second, instead of just randomly mixing them up, you use a pre-designed template from the book to create a very specific set of tickets. And third, this is the payoff. If, say, 4 of the 6 winning numbers fall anywhere inside your larger pool of 10, the system guarantees you'll have at least one winning ticket with a smaller prize.
And this right here is what one of those templates actually looks like. I know, it might look a little confusing, but it's really just a simple substitution game. You pick your pool of numbers, let's say you pick 20 of them, and you just label them 1 through 20. Then you fill out your tickets by swapping your numbers for the numbers you see in the chart. It's just a really systematic way of covering your bases.
This all sounds pretty good, right? I mean, it feels organized, it feels mathematical, a lot smarter than just buying a random quick pick ticket. But we have to come back to our original question. Does any of this actually help you win the jackpot? It's time for a reality check.
And this really shows the core difference. Without a system, any win, big or small, is just pure luck. With a system, you're trading that total randomness for a very specific guarantee. It's an if-then promise. If enough of your chosen numbers get drawn, then you are guaranteed to win a lower tier prize. You've basically engineered a small conditional win.
But what about the big one, the jackpot? Well, the book itself gives us the answer, right in the introduction. The author says, and I'm translating here, "Let's clarify right away. We are not promising fabulous profits based on a no-lose system or any other magical way of quick and easy enrichment. The system is not designed to guarantee a jackpot win."
So, here's the final verdict. What do these systems actually do? Well, yes, they absolutely organize your bets in a very clever mathematical way. And yes, they can guarantee you'll win smaller prizes under very specific conditions. But, and this is the big one, they do absolutely nothing to change the fundamental odds of hitting the jackpot on any single ticket. That's still 1 in almost 14 million. And of course, to get these guarantees, you have to buy a lot more tickets, which means you're spending more money.
And that brings us to a final thought. After all this math, all this analysis, we know there's no magic bullet for the jackpot. So what's the point? Well, maybe the real win isn't about the money at all. Maybe it's about shifting the game from one of pure passive luck to one of active, strategic engagement. You may not be able to beat the odds, but you can definitely understand them. And hey, maybe that's a different kind of jackpot altogether.